right, well, this is one of our two feature bouts here tonight. And we heard earlier, we saw earlier that
coming to the ring first, wearing black with purple, he weighs 241 pounds. He comes to us from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He is known as the best there is, the best there ever was, the best there ever will be. He is the master of the sharpshooter. He is the hitman.
the hitman Bret Hart is here, and as Michael Buffer said, the master of the sharpshooter looking in great shape. And Bret Hart has certainly turned it around to become an unbelievable figure in our sport. The unmistakable bagpipes issuing in our special referee.
Coming to the ring at this time, assigned a special referee. One of the legendary names in professional wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, he is officiating tonight. He is Roddy Piper.
You know, I don't think that Piper is here much to maintain order. I think he's here to make sure that we have a fight. Turn him loose.
Well, I can tell you, we're going to have a fight. And you look out and you look in the ring and you see Piper and you see Hart. We're getting ready to see Savage. You know why WCW is #1? Because the stars are here. The big-time stars are here. And they're here tonight in a sellout at Slamboree. Here we go. First time ever on the pay-per-view telecast for these two.
First time ever they've met in the ring.
How about that? And you're seeing it here at Slamboree Live.
And Piper's in charge.
It's a very bizarre night already.
And now, making his entrance to the ring, wearing red and black of the Wolfpack. His weight, 239 pounds. From Sarasota, Florida. A man known for his total disregard for personal safety. A man known for his over-the-top style. A man known for recklessness. The man known for madness. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Macho Man Randy Savage.
Macho Man Randy Savage and Bret Hart coolly slips on the outside, and really, guys, it's the right thing to do.
Bret Hart called him a loser last week. Let's see.
Roddy Piper calls the bell, and we're off and running with one of our feature bouts. And still, as the drama unfolds here, the drama of what will happen and who will show up in our tag team match looms on the horizon here. But Bret Hart is doing things on his own terms here, Mike.
Well, this has really been a war of words leading up to this matchup. And obviously, Bret Hart wants to cool down the Macho Man Randy Savage. Piper gets right in the face of Savage. Remember, Savage said that he would prefer to not even have a referee in this match.
Piper wants to see a fight, and he's going to see it one way or the other.
Randy Savage of NWO Wolfpack and Bret Hart, who was the man who helped Hollywood Hogan, was the cause of Hollywood Hogan winning the world title 1 day removed from Spring Stampede back last month on the 20th of April.
And as a result, Hogan has, in the Macho Man's words, my belt.
So Bret Hart is in the ring, and we're ready to go now. Boy, look at Savage.
Bret Hart doesn't look like he really wants to wrestle this man. Of course, he's at a disadvantage. There's two people in the ring that don't like him.
Yeah, but you know, Piper's, if you think about it, it's at a disadvantage because you have both factions of the NWO in there and Piper of WCW. You look at it that way. Elbow, and here Savage tries to get a quick start. And Bret Hart absorbs it with right hands, back of the head. Small of the back, clubs him on the back of the head once again. And a headbutt to the small of the back. So it's pretty apparent what Bret Hart wants to do. Drive the man down, go up and down the spine, try to soften the back up here. Maybe for the sharpshooter. Early on in the match, Bret Hart has him in a corner.
And that is a major factor to keep in mind. Randy Savage, among other injuries, has a knee that's far from 100%. Torn ligaments, and that would give Bret Hart encouragement to use that sharpshooter.
Mike, he could be missing 2 arms and 1 leg and half an ear. He's still the most dangerous man in wrestling, the Macho Man.
It's because he'll do anything to win. And here comes a warning. Piper is telling Bret Hart to get off the ropes. The effect, the injury was done, though, as he stretched it all the way to a 5 count. Piper's been pushed by both sides here.
You're going to see Piper be, he's going to go as far as he can with this. He's not going to disqualify anybody. He's going to let it go.
Well, he threatened Bret Hart that time with a disqualification, but Bret Hart almost said, go ahead, do it. But you're right, Piper, a little threat that time. He's going to let this match go. A grab of the bridge of the nose, and maybe a low blow that time, I don't know. Chokehold applied as Hart is at the bottom of the rope. You know, the thing about this, when you size up this matchup, because, yeah, Savage is dangerous. Here's a cover. 1, 2, says Piper, and only gets a 2 count. Yeah, Savage is dangerous, and there's a heated, bitter battle at the core of this match. Even though that's the case, you've got 2 guys who, when you strip all that away, are 2 of the finest wrestlers. They can wrestle technically as well as anyone.
You know, well, Hart even refers to himself as the greatest technical wrestler in the world today, and I think that he hopes to use Randy Savage here as a proving ground almost. I think this is Hart's way of getting himself into the world's title mix. He even mentioned that he was sick and tired of sitting on the bench. I think he considers this his way to arrive and make his presence felt. But Savage is dominating here in the early going. Oh, drops the elbow right across the windpipe.
You know, one thing Bret Hart has done, even though he's not gotten the title shot that he wants, he has certainly been the major factor in the title scene here in WCW. You can't deny that. As a matter of fact, he's been a major factor in everything he's been involved in ever since he arrived back in Starrcade. If you'll recall that, he being involved in what happened there. He being involved with Sting, and now with Hogan. Bret Hart has been there. So Bret Hart is a player. Bret Hart is a catalyst. As Roddy Piper looks on, Hart continues the assault. How about that headbutt, guys? In the nose, in the mouth. Oh! Short leg drop that time from Bret Hart.
You just measure the intensity in the eyes of Roddy Piper.
Look at Piper watching.
Sure, shows you how important this matchup is.
All their teeth still there?
And doesn't matter. Into the midsection again. Bret Hart pulling, trying to get Savage out of the center of the ring. And Savage holding on for dear life. Savage, everything he can muster, all the strength. Bret Hart goes the other way. From the other side, he'll pull him now up over to the apron and suplex him in. Great move by Bret Hart.
Most men that have taken the beating Savage has taken would have been out of this sport 20 years ago.
We have seen, and we are seeing right now, the development in the setup of the sharpshooter. That time a headbutt on the hamstring area, on the hips. Bret Hart, as the madness is on the outside, goes to the attack again. A lot taken out of these men in a short span. Posted him. Piper down there with him, and there's a clothesline.
Remember, Bret Hart sucker punched Piper a while back. Piper's not forgotten it.
He's trying to end a career right here.
Oh.
That would have done him in. That would have broken an arm, a leg, or bashed a head in, or what that would have done.
Or filleted him.
And Savage, very fortunate, he just rolled out of the way. That shows a lot of Bret Hart's intent here and in this sport and in this match.
I think it shows me that Bret Hart has to do that. He feels he has to combat a man like Savage.
Well, that's a good point, too.
Yeah, but now Savage is in control on his own home turf, out on the floor.
The finest athletes in the world going at it. Personal vendettas in the midst of the NWO split. Piper says, let it go on outside. And the fans in the front row getting a close-up look at one of the most bitter wars in our sport that this building apparently cannot contain. Double axe hand over the back.
Well,
Piper's going after him too.
Piper promised us a fight, and that's just what we've had so far.
This is tough. This is tough for the wrestlers, for security. Obviously tough for our production personnel to even follow him here, but we're staying with them.
You know what, I think there are hockey boards all the way around this arena, and I think he just threw him face first right into those boards.
Certainly, I'm sure something Bret Hart knows a lot about. Going face first into, or shoulder first to a hockey board.
What do you want to do, throw an octopus on the ice?
Well, I don't want to go that far. We're in the wrong city for that. And now Savage, after sending him into the boards on the outside, is going to just walk him back towards the ring area. And a pat on the back for Piper for allowing the match to continue. This is what we want to see. We don't want to see another count out. These are two mega athletes, real men. They showed up for this match, and they're going to fight it to the end. Piper.
Right on top of things.
You're not kidding, he is. Savage trying to put the finishing touches on Bret Hart. Piper pointing to Hart, asking him if he wants to give up. Hart can't even answer him right now. Too much punishment. We know what the madness is made of, how much he can take, and certainly Bret Hart in that same category. And he's showing us, look at this, get back to his feet. Lured him into a corner to kick him in the bad knee. One kick turns the tide of this match right around, Mike.
Well, you can see the knee brace there, making it painfully obvious to everyone watching the weakness that Savage has, and there's no question that Hart is going to take advantage of that.
Both of these men grew up in this sport. Fathers were pro wrestlers. Therefore, they know all the tricks. They know all the counter moves. They know how to get a crowd going. They know how to get their opponent unglued. And they've tried to use it all over the past month.
You're right, Tony. He's taking his time, but he's working his way to the sharpshooter.
Sure is.
I've seen this before. I know the man.
All right, fans, stand by here.
Still getting up.
I've just received a message. I don't want to take anything away from this grueling matchup we're seeing here, but I've just been informed, are you ready for this? That Scott Hall has indeed arrived to the Centrum here in Worcester.
Scott Hall is in the building?
Scott Hall is apparently in the building. So the prophecy of Dusty Rhodes and Kevin Nash came true.
That's just great. Now you know where Hall is. I can't find my runner.
Working on the knee as Scott Hall has arrived. That's for our next matchup. Bret Hart continues to scream at the fans, berate the fans, try to play the mind games of Savage, who will not stay down. Once again, Brain, I go back to him picking up the steps, and you called it right. The only way to take Savage out is to take the steps and bash his head in, knock him out, and Bret Hart knew that.
I think another major reason behind this change in attitude for Bret Hart is the lack of acceptance by WCW fans as a hero. It caused him to call it a thankless job. It's not worth even trying to be a hero, according to the Hitman.
Don't worry about being a hero. A hero's nothing but a sandwich. Beat that man you got your hands on right now. That's the important thing to do.
Well, there's so many things that can make up a hero in this sport. Some come about it unexpectedly. Some earn it over time. Sometimes it's deserved. Sometimes it's not. But these wrestlers we see in many ways are heroes because they are the most magnificent athletes in our world. And there's more than just body slams and holds and submission holds. There's the grit, there's the heart that causes a man like Savage, even though he's injured, even though he's been hit on all sides, to try vainly to pull himself to his feet. Rushing leg sweep.
Another familiar move in that relentless attack of Bret the Hitman Hart that usually builds to the sharpshooter.
And Piper continues to watch. He's got the best seat in the house.
He sure does. And right now, Bret Hart abundantly confident. You can just see it in his face, the way he walks, struts around the ring. Savage will not give up. Again, Bret Hart absorbed some blows that obviously do not have the steam behind him that they did at the beginning of the match. He'll absorb those, and he keeps going straight ahead.
And Piper's asking Savage, you want to give it up? Piper, that's the Macho Man you're talking to. Oh! That's it. That may be it.
I believe so. Gonna roll him over. Savage. Cover 1, 2, and
No!
didn't get it. And now Hart's complaining of a slow count from Piper. But the match will continue.
Well, Hart varying the offense a little bit with the pile driver.
But imagine the punishment Savage has taken, and he's still alive.
What he needs and what is going to, only thing I think will bring him back is a mistake. Is a mistake by Bret Hart. And I don't think we're going to see one anytime soon. There wasn't one right there with the DDT.
He's got him. He's got Savage.
Yeah, but he's allowing the fans to get under his skin.
That may be a mistake. Here's the cover 1, 2, and Savage kicked out again.
Huge mistake.
That may be the mistake we just touched on. Piper's cadence, his count continues the same.
Savage still on that mat. But look at him. He's trying to get to his feet.
Of all the years of watching Bret Hart, his career, have you ever seen him so involved with the fans like he is right now?
No.
I mean, it's taken his pace of the match completely down. But he is so talented, and he knows so many ways to hurt, how to kick. He not only does he know where to kick, he knows how to do it.
You know, you're right about that, Tony. The man is so talented.
That he can turn away against a man like Savage and continue the drive. But I think the growing story here is not only Bret Hart's assault. The story here is Macho Man Randy Savage continuing to kick out, to come back from death.
Backbreaker over the knee, now off the middle rope. The elbow drop. Savage was prepared for that, rolled out of the way.
And Savage is still alive, and he's on his feet now.
He's on his foot is what he is. He's bouncing up on one foot, and unbelievably, he gets an offensive move. Savage, I don't know where in the world he gets this from, but he's got a suplex.
How did he get the strength to snap him over?
He did it with one leg.
1, 2, and Bret Hart's out of it. He did it very quickly.
And look at him. Look where he's going.
Can you believe this?
The beating that man's taken.
He's hobbling, but he's going to the top rope.
He's all crippled up, but he's on top.
Savage way up top. He connects. He connects, and he hit his knee.
Point of impact, in addition to the elbow across the windpipe of Bret Hart, was Savage's already injured knee crashing down to the mat.
Could have won the match. Now he rolls around the circle. 1, 2, and he did not get it. Wow. They were standing on that one. Here at the Centrum, at the count of 2, as the hand was coming down. These fans jammed in here, all rising as one.
And look at Savage. Crawled over to the man. Put both his hands on the man. Got to his feet. And he's going to go for the sharpshooter.
Yes, he is.
I thought he was.
Well, he had him in position. Goes for the headbutt to the gut. Here it goes. Here it comes.
You were right.
He's got that bad leg. He'll never get out of this one.
I don't think he will.
You may see Savage give up for the first time in his life.
Got him turned over. They're standing in the center. But there's Miss Elizabeth.
We haven't seen her in weeks.
We have not.
Savage has gotten out of
How
it.
did he do it? How did he reverse it?
Savage, he's got a sharpshooter on Bret Hart. I can't believe it.
He made it to the ropes.
And he made it to the ropes.
Keep it on him as long as you can. Piper's not going to disqualify you. Sit way back.
Elizabeth in. Oh, Elizabeth shoves Piper, says, get out.
He's been feisty lately.
She was also hurt recently, too. A shoving match going on. Piper, Savage, Elizabeth needs to get out of the ring. The match continues here.
Piper's got his hands full now.
Yeah, he needs to leave Piper alone, leave Elizabeth alone, get back. Oh, my. Low blow. Back kick, point of attack. Piper hit in the back of the head by Hart. He was hit in the back of the head by Bret Hart, and he had something in his hand that Savage now has.
It's taped up. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is, but right now,
But it dropped Rowdy Piper like a bad habit.
Randy Savage has a hold of this object,
Look at Hart backpedal.
this device, begging off. And he ought to go ahead to Hogan, Hollywood Hogan. Hollywood Hogan, he's not even booked to be here tonight.
Oh, no.
He's not even on the card. And he goes for the knee.
Already injured knee wrapped it around the steel ring post. You know, Savage labeled Hart as Hogan's new best friend.
Oh.
And I think that's the case tonight at Slamboree.
And that,
He's gonna slap it on him.
again, the sharpshooter after Hogan put the leg, the knee to the ring post. And Piper checking. Piper's checking.
Piper
He thinks
just...
Savage hit him.
It's over.
He thinks Savage hit him from behind.
I believe so.
He's also tapping out at the same time.
Bret Hart will get his hand raised. And Hollywood Hogan came in,
He did it all.
shoved Elizabeth to the side, and Bret Hart, there's the device, there's the object, and you're right, he thought because Savage had just pushed him, that Savage was the one to hit him in the back of the head.
Like it or not, it's a big, big win for that man.
Where's it ever?
Savage is hurt.
No, we don't need this. Definitely don't need that.
The height of insult.
Big, big win for NWO Hollywood, wouldn't you say, in this power struggle at the top?
And a big, big win for Bret the Hitman Hart.
Boy, you're not kidding.